Have you ever paused and looked at yourself? Have you ever been aware of who you are and why you are that way? How would you describe yourself? Who's Anna? Anna, it's a married woman who studied finance, who like this thing, does this job, etc., etc. What labels do you put on yourself when you describe yourself? Who are you? And why you do that? Why do you label yourself with external things? You are making up a person, a character in a movie that is not even real. And you are making up labels that are describing you, but they don't define you. You are going to start believing that they do. We are not labels. Are you active on social media? Do you stress about it? Trying to show a life that you don't have, trying to show that your life is perfect, that you feel happy, that you accomplish, that you are important, that you are someone. That's what social media is all about these days. We want to be like some influencer. We want to be happy because they look happy. Everyone is happy on their photos and we don't feel that way. Why is that? Well, those photos are a frame and they are edited. They are not real and they should not make us want to feel that way because those people are not feeling that way in reality. You want to feel important because you have followers? That's how you measure your worth, by a number that is mainly made with people that you don't even know, that they don't even know who you are. When I was 15 years old, I started working at my dad's company. He had a decent company and he told me that that was the way and that if I wanted to have a nice future, I should work with him. That it was really hard to start out and do something for myself. So I started working with him. I didn't ask myself if I wanted that, I just jumped in. And I also jumped in his stress and his anxiety and all of his problems. And when I realized I wasn't happy, I didn't know how to stop that and I didn't know how to quit because I programmed myself to be that way, to be that person with those labels. Anna, it's a businesswoman who does that, who has this company. If I take away all of those things, who is Anna? When I was 24, I quit. I shut down my business with 30 employees. I didn't have a clue what would I do next. I programmed myself to do one thing and I stopped doing that thing because I wasn't in love with it. So who was Anna? All of the adjectives that I used to describe myself were gone. So I entered a crisis, but it was really worth it because I entered a crisis of learning who I was, of understanding what I wanted with my life, and to discover new things that I didn't even know they existed. So today, I don't need adjectives to describe myself. I don't need followers or I don't need titles to describe me because I'm much more than that. I'm in love with me. I'm in love with the person that I have become. I'm the person who I want to be and I chose to be. I don't regret my past and I don't feel anxious about my future. I'm just living this moment. I am reinventing myself right now, every single day, because that's the moment that matters. That's the moment that should matter to you too, today and right now. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Yesterday is yesterday. It doesn't even exist anymore. It's gone. So let's not define yourself from your past experiences. Let's not think that we are someone or something because we did something in the past. If you start and finish every day to your fullest, doing what you love, feeling positive emotions, overcoming the stress, you will have succeeded and you will have reinvented yourself. After repeating this process for several days, after being committed with being in love with who you are, with what you do, and really choosing to be something or to do something because it's for your greatest benefit, you will have succeeded. And if you want to look back and see all of the sum of all of those days, you will see that you have become someone new, but someone for the greatest benefit. Someone who is really in love with life and that has a purpose and that is in love with everything that he does. Let's not define ourselves with labels, with adjectives, with what society tells us to be. Let's not define ourselves with ego, because we can change adjectives. We can move from one job to another job. So now I'm not a lawyer, I'm a businesswoman. And now I'm not married, I'm single. Or now I'm not wearing this thing, I'm wearing that. Those external adjectives just decorate yourself, but they are not yourself. They are creations of your ego. And if you go around defining yourself with material adjectives and labels, you will feel an empty inside of you. Don't cover up your real problems, your real fears with things that are just going to make you more empty. Take out all of those labels. Try to define yourself, but not with material things, not with titles, or not with power things, or money, or accomplishments. Try to define yourself with your feelings, who you really are behind all of that. If you are a care person, if you are a loving person, generous, you are grateful, you are conscious, you are love, who you really are. And it doesn't matter the adjectives, no one will take that away from you. And from that moment on, you will have reinvent yourself. Don't try to change external things, because at the end, they won't mean nothing. I invite you to be happy. I invite you to enjoy every day. I invite you to stop defining yourself with material adjectives and with labels that society told you to put into yourself. You are much more than that. But you cannot reinvent tomorrow, or you cannot fix yesterday. You have to reinvent yourself today. And tomorrow you will start again and you will reinvent yourself again. And that's how life is. It's a cumulus of moments and choices. So let's start right now and let's choose to reinvent our true self. Good luck on this journey.